Jews, Hebrews, Israelites. 3 names, 1 people, 1 ancient story, a people bound by a covenant with a God, whose name they are forbidden to speak, a people who claim encounters with beings from beyond the skies, witnesses to miracles, carriers of forbidden knowledge, survivors of endless destruction. Their history stretches back thousands of years, yet most of it remains misunderstood. Tonight, we uncover who they really are and how their story reshaped the world. Comment where you are watching from. Welcome. According to tradition, Moses encounters a presence in the wilderness, a voice from fire, a being calling itself YWH, a God unlike any other, not a gentle shepherd, not a nature spirit, but a divine warrior, a jealous God, a God who demanded exclusive worship. Moses is sent to Egypt to demand release not of slaves, but of a people Yahweh wants for himself. The confrontations with Pharaoh unfold as magical contests. Staffs become serpents, waters turn red, plagues fall, not merely punishments, but displays of dominance. Eventually, the Hebrews depart Egypt and move into the desert. There, something extraordinary happens. At Mount Sinai, Moses ascends into the clouds. He returns with laws carved in stone, the 10 Commandments. But while Moses is gone, the people panic. They melt gold. They create a calf, an image resembling the Egyptian bull god Apis. This act shatters the covenant. Moses destroys the idol. Thousands die in punishment. Only 1 tribe refuses to worship the calf, the tribe of Levi. From that moment forward, the Levites become priests. The rest wander. 40 years in the desert, a generation condemned to die before reaching the promised land. Now, who were these people originally? The Bible traces them back to a man named Jacob, a wanderer, a dreamer, a man who sees a ladder stretching from earth to heaven, beings ascending and descending. Jacob wrestles with a mysterious entity and receives a new name, Israel, one who struggles with God. Jacob's sons form the 12 tribes of Israel, a tribal civilization, nomadic, family-based, bound not by empire, but by blood and belief. Yahweh becomes their national God. But history shows something uncomfortable. Early Israelites were not strictly monotheistic. They knew other gods, Baal, Asherah, El. Over time, Yahweh absorbs the attributes of these deities until he becomes supreme, the only God. A fusion of divine identities into one, a cosmic war god turned universal creator. This transformation shapes Judaism forever. Eventually, under leaders like David and Solomon, Israel becomes a kingdom. Jerusalem becomes its heart. Solomon builds the first temple, a structure filled with symbolism. 2 pillars, Jachin and Boaz. Strength and establishment, duality, balance. Inside rests the Ark of the Covenant, a mysterious object said to radiate power, a throne for Yahweh's presence. But unity does not last. Civil war splits the nation. Israel in the north, Judah in the south. Both eventually fall to foreign empires. Assyria, Babylon. Jerusalem is destroyed. The temple is burned. The people are dragged into exile, and it is in exile that Judaism is truly born. Scripture is compiled. Law is standardized. Identity is preserved through text instead of territory. The Jew is no longer defined by land, but by covenant. When the Persians conquer Babylon, Jews are allowed to return. They rebuild the temple, but many choose to stay scattered. This begins the Diaspora. For centuries, Jews live under Greeks, then Romans, then Christians, then Muslims, sometimes tolerated, often hated. Rome eventually destroys Jerusalem again. The Second Temple falls in 70 AD. From its ashes rises Rabbinic Judaism, no more sacrifices, no central altar, only Torah, only study, only law. Then comes Jesus of Nazareth, a Jewish teacher, a healer, a mystic. executed by Rome, later worshipped as divine. His followers split from Judaism. Christianity is born, a theological rupture that reshapes civilization. Through the Middle Ages, Jews endure expulsions, ghettos, pogroms, forced conversions. Spain, France, England, Germany, Russia, again and again, yet they survive. Secret Jews practice in hidden rooms, whispering prayers, lighting candles behind closed shutters. In the 19th century, a political idea emerges: Zionism, return to the ancient homeland. After the Holocaust, where 6 million Jews are murdered, global sympathy turns into political support. In 1948, the State of Israel is declared. War erupts immediately. Refugees are created. Borders are contested. Conflict becomes permanent. Today, Israel is powerful, militarized, nuclear-armed, surrounded by hostility, and the ancient story continues. A people forged in fire, carrying a covenant thousands of years old, still struggling with God, still struggling with the world, still existing, not because history was kind, but because they endured. If any part of this vast history deserves its own dedicated video, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and keep your mind open. Until next time.